You may have heard of healing circles, talking circles, and yarning circles, but are unsure of the differences. Cultify is skilled in all areas of cultural communication and healing, and we will explain the key differences and core similarities. At a high level, healing circles focus on healing of self and others for the highest good. Talking circles have a core emphasis on respectful dialogue, and yarning circles center around storytelling, sharing knowledge, and learning to achieve consensus on an issue or opportunity. All types of circles help to foster communication and connection and are suitable for building cross-cultural understanding. Each must be underpinned by an understanding by the facilitator or the organizer of the circle of the fundamentals of cultural philosophical ethos, or CPE, and cultural terms of reference, or CTR. Cultural philosophical ethos refers to a culture's fundamental character that shapes its beliefs and behaviors. It encompasses the guiding principles and values that are deeply embedded within a culture, influencing its philosophy and way of life. Cultural terms of reference, CTR, are the threads that weave together a culture's language and practices to form its identity. They include a range of expressions and concepts that define and distinguish one culture from another. CTR also includes customs, social norms, and forms of language that carry cultural significance. It includes the way people within that culture communicate both with each other and with people from other cultures. Awareness of these cultural underpinnings supports positive outcomes for any healing circle, talking circle, or yarning circle. Cultify provides training in CPE and CTR to support understanding of cultural nuances in communication. That is one similarity between the three forms of communication and healing. The other key aspect is that each involves a circle of participants, as the names suggest. However, the level of preparation and organisation varies significantly between the three types of circles. I will explain and provide an outline of the purpose and structure of each type of circle. Healing circles. The purpose of a healing circle is that healing circles are intensive work that delivers a process focused on providing emotional healing and empowering participants to overcome trauma or emotional barriers in many forms. A healing circle takes a holistic approach to healing and is valuable in addressing deep-rooted trauma areas including dispossession, depression, grief, loneliness, loss, alcohol and substance abuse, and family and domestic violence. This process is not a program, but it has therapeutic outcomes. A Cultify Healing Circle process is based on regular campfires around which participants come together. The facilitation of healing circles involves participants exploring personal and shared experiences and engaging in activities related to trauma and healing led by a trained facilitator. Participants have their own totem, typically an object derived from nature. Part of the protocol is that only one person speaks at any one time. The practice of using totems, which are items of significance to the participants, is rooted in ancient cultures across the globe. The timing and structure of a healing circle involves holding healing circles at regular intervals, often weekly, for a set period. As such, they have a beginning and an end and include an opening ceremony and a closing ceremony. All healing circle participants must be over 18 years of age and undergo a pre-assessment by the facilitator prior to joining. There will also be ongoing check-ins during the circle. The circle includes rituals, guided meditations, and the building of specific healing skills. For a healing circle to be successful, it must create an intimate and reflective, safe space. The facilitator does not dominate the circle, but tends the campfire, around which the participants meet to ensure progress. The Cultify Healing Circles include meditation and a river of life activity. The outcomes allow healing circles to transform participants for their highest good and empower them to emerge from trauma and live life, not just exist. A healing circle creates a community among its participants which continues after the circle is closed. Talking circles. The purpose of a talking circle is to create an open dialogue and share thoughts, experiences or ideas. Unlike a healing circle, a talking circle can cover a wide range of topics. It is not limited to personal issues. It may not have a predetermined agenda, and while it is focused on respectful communication, reaching a consensus is not a prerequisite. The facilitation of a talking circle is generally quite informal, although a facilitator may lead it to establish and guide the circle. And the timing and structure of a talking circle is often in the moment, in that it can be open-ended and without a predetermined agenda or specific topic on the table. This may assist participants in sharing thoughts and feelings, thus supporting a more organic flow of conversation. This approach can foster deeper connections and encourage participants to explore whatever is most relevant to them at that moment. It can be a powerful way to promote openness and understanding among the group. It is usual to include a talking piece, an object passed around to indicate whose turn it is to speak, promoting respectful, active listening. There is one per circle. A talking circle can involve people of all ages, including children and teenagers of all genders. A talking circle can meet on a regular basis or ongoing basis to allow continuing discussions with an organic flow. This is quite different from both a healing circle and a yarning circle. And the outcome of a talking circle are the encouragement of communication, understanding, and the sharing of diverse perspectives. A specific outcome is not required, but a talking circle can help build trusting relationships between participants. Yarning circles. The purpose of a yarning circle is more than a talking circle and more than a detailed chat or a yarn between a group of people. Yarning circles are an eon-old method of storytelling, sharing and gaining knowledge. They are a two-way communication methodology, often focused on finding a solution to an issue or opportunity. It is generally accepted that the yarning circle methodology originates from Australia, where the First Nations people tend to have a need to gain consensus on any decision within their cultural terms of reference. However, because yarning circles are based on a language of a healing paradigm, which is focused on building bridges of communication across diverse worldviews, they are invaluable in any culture. Yarning circles are relatively formal and can include different formats, including social yarning, which may involve community or family, and clinical yarning for medical and health services. Researchers and authority figures often use yarning to join a community environment to gain deeper insights than would otherwise be possible. Each person is equal in a yarning circle, and this is integral to ensuring the voices of all participants are heard. Yarning circles are suitable for all cultures, genders, and age across the globe. The facilitation of yarning circles involves inviting participants to a yarning circle by the facilitator, and the outline of the topic or matter to be discussed is understood prior to the circle members coming together. A yarning circle is led by a facilitator, but they are required to participate actively as equals in the sharing of stories and knowledge. However, the facilitator is responsible for wrapping up the yarning circle and or scheduling a further circle. The timing and structure of a yarning circle can be open-ended and may involve several sessions as appropriate. They come together to address an issue or an opportunity, and then the circle ends. However, there are pre-agreements on dates and times, and the location must be thought through to promote the sharing of stories in a relaxed, safe environment. This may involve consultation with key stakeholders, such as community elders or the participants. The facilitator issues invitations to the participants of a yarning circle. The facilitator also arranges a venue, provides a blessing or other welcome at the outset, summarises points made, and identifies when the yarning circle has ended. That may be a predetermined time frame or when the topic starts to have repetition, at which point consensus is reached and the required outcome achieved. Cultify offers training in yarning circle delivery, which covers all protocols. A yarning circle can involve people of all ages, including children and teenagers, and all genders. In fact, it is a valuable methodology for bringing together generations because older people can come together with the youth of their community to share wisdom and knowledge that may otherwise die out. Additionally, the younger generation can bring their own learnings and perspectives into an outcome-focused environment. The outcomes of a yarning circle is a valuable methodology for settling an important family or community issue or identifying pathways to advance opportunities. A yarning circle also enables community members to share and learn cultural and other wisdoms and skills. So, in conclusion, a central point of similarity between healing circles, talking circles, and yarning circles is that all voices are equal. However, healing circles tend to be suitable for adults over 18, or youth sessions can be held for minors under that age, while talking circles and yarning circles support all age groups coming together. Talking circles can be ongoing, whereas healing circles and yarning circles come together for a purpose and close when that purpose is achieved. Cultify offers training in yarning and delivers healing circle and healing circle work facilitator training. Training to understand CPE and CTR within cultural nuances in communication is also available. Go well, stay well, and be well.